So, Micky, nobody quite saw that coming today. I'm not sure how you didn't get something from that game.
Well, we're disappointed. There's no doubt about that. That's probably the story of what's been happening to us recently, but created enough chances. Maybe lacked a little bit of creativity in the final third, second half especially. But, that's the way our luck's gone, unfortunately.
It does seem as though you have had a bit of bad luck lately, and you could do with a little bit of good luck to get out of it. The woodwork was maybe the difference today, because if Dodsley's shot had gone in, you couldn't see yourself not winning the game.
Well, I suppose they would say the same. The next goal was critical, after a bright opening start from us. We take the lead and, really could have gone on and scored another couple more. They equalise, and the body language disturbed me slightly. Just before half time, it was like, they've scored a goal, we can't win it now. And wanted to point out to them all the good things they'd done it leading up to half time, and we did emphasise that half time, keep going. And at the beginning of the second half, it looked like one-way traffic, but as I said, we couldn't really find that killer ball or that final cross or somebody getting on the end of something. And when you don't do that and you don't take your chances, you're always liable to concede if you switch off for a moment, and that's what seems to have happened. We switched off and they've scored and punished us.
What has got to be done to get out of this rut, though, because you find yourself in a new position now, as you've never lost 4 consecutive league games with this club. So is there quite a bit of work to do with this group of players?
That's all we've got. So we have to work as hard as we possibly can with them. And, there's not at this moment in time, there's not a white charger coming over the hill. We've got to stay strong as a unit, try and get some of the injured players back, keep at it.
But how hard is it for you, Mick, when you've got players falling down with injury, you're having to draft in youth players on the bench? You're being quite good about it, to be honest, but it must be a very difficult job you've got.
Well, it's hard, you can't always have jobs where everything goes absolutely swimmingly for you. I think that proved that last season. The squad that we're working with is working hard. It's difficult trying to formulate a team during the week when not everybody's training and they're turning up on a Friday morning to play on a Saturday. And because of that, you don't get the work done that you should do. Having said that, I thought that the 11 that started the game today were excellent. They give it a full shift. Can't knock them. Some of them were half fit. We had a left back playing, who was a midfield player. Ben Williamson played on the right wing and did, some sterling work at times. But that's what we've got, and that's what I've got to work with. You can't always, as a manager, have it swimmingly. You can't always be a bed of roses for you. You've got to understand the reasons why things are happening in and around the place. Not get involved in it, and just work with the players that you've got, and that's what I'll do. I'm not thinking of doing anything other than getting them back in on Monday morning and starting again.
You say it's what you've got to work with, but you told us a couple of weeks ago that you would have money to spend in the transfer window. That doesn't look to be the case. You've got fans outside protesting. There seems to be a bit of a bad feeling around the club at the moment, and a real sense that change is needed.
Well, I can't deny that that's the case. But you've pointed out the facts. I don't want to get drawn on the facts of it all, other than to say that this is a fantastic football club, and it needs a bit of stability. Soon as it comes, the better. And it'll be back. We're having a tough time at the moment. I still maintain that I'm the right man to lead the club into bigger and better things, and I will continue to work as hard as I possibly can to do that. Because we're having a tough time at the moment, we can all hide behind the demos and the protest, if you like, but we've got to be bigger and better than that. We've lost a game today that I think we should have won. We had enough quality, we had enough players out there that on their day should have won that game quite comfortably.
With all the experience you have as a manager, you've seen things like this happen at other football clubs. Just how much is that helping you right now?
And there's no doubt at all that it's a tough time, but when the eyes of the world or the eyes of Muslims are on you, you've got to stand up and be counted, and I certainly will. I'm not going to hide away. I'm not going to make excuses. there's no doubt it's tough, but I've experienced tough times before, and you've just got to have that faith and that belief in yourself and the football club. And I've got a great faith in this club. I thought the fans were good today. I thought they got behind the players. There was no, real atmosphere when a pass went astray. So from that perspective, the fans have done everything right today.
Thanks, mate.